Today I'm going to go over something very valuable for anybody who's looking to change their primary domain name to a different domain name without losing SEO value. So let's What's up, everybody? Paul Hickey here, CEO of Data Driven Design. Welcome to the WordPress show. Today I'm going to go over something very valuable for anybody who's looking to change their primary domain name to a different domain name without losing SEO value. So let's jump right into this particular case study. Just to break it down for you, we have an old URL, cxworkout.com, and we have a new URL, Dakota.com, DECOODA.com. This is the example. Now, basically, what this particular business wanted to do is change their primary domain name from cxworkout.com to Dakota.com, but they wanted to migrate all of their content and not lose any of the SEO value that their old site had provided them with all of their rich history of content. Now, this is a common occurrence for many of you out there with websites. You might have an old domain name. I'll give you another example. A friend of mine just recently changed their primary domain name from alexaincanada.ca to voiceincanada.ca and did not want to lose any of his SEO juice. His old URL had a ton of content, blog content, thousands of blog posts. So this is what you need to do if you are in this similar situation and don't want to lose any of your old SEO value and you want to redirect all of your old URLs to their equivalent URLs on their new site. If you want to redirect all of your old URLs to the equivalent of the new URL on your new site. Now, I use WPEngine for web hosting, and there's a couple different ways to do this via WPEngine. You can do it through a file upload that you can give the WPEngine technician, or you can use their redirection tool and upload your own redirects. I'm going to show you how to upload your own redirects using the redirects tool in WPEngine. Basically, you have to follow the instructions on this article. You're going to have a source URL and a destination URL. But within your user portal of your WPEngine site, you can actually go into the install. And then once you're in your install, you can go into redirect rules over on the left-hand side under production. This is where you can implement your redirect rules. And all you need to do is click add new redirect rule right here, this purple button at the top. And then using the format of the regex redirection tool, redirect examples in WPEngine, you basically put the /page URL at the end of the .com or whatever the extension is, and then end it with a $$ $. And in the destination URL, you just put the full destination URL of the new URL in there. And so following this, you got, again, / old URL ending with $$ $, and then putting the full destination URL in the destination tab in the WPEngine rule. Now, the next part of this is very important because you might be asking yourself, well, what happens to the A record of the old domain name? Well, what you have to do is you have to take the old domain name and add it to your WPEngine install as a domain, and you actually have to point the A record to WPEngine, and you have to create a CNAME here, and the CNAME has to be the WPEngine CNAME in the WPEngine install. Now, basically, so here's what this looks like: is I've got Dakota.com as the primary domain name. In the example of voiceincanada.ca, that would be voiceincanada.ca. I would have cxworkout and www.cxworkout both as additional domains on the install. In this case, that would be alexaincanada.ca, www.alexaincanada.ca. And then, of course, I have the www.dakota.com, which is the www version of the primary domain. Now, once you've implemented all of your redirect rules, and then you've added the old domain onto the WPEngine install, not as the primary, but you've added it in the install and you've pointed the DNS A record and created a CNAME to it, your redirects will work. So this is now what it looks like on, I'm going to do one example, cxworkout.com, why speed matters, needs to redirect to dakota.com/blog/is-agile, the key to customer experience success. And when I click that link, it's going to properly redirect me over to the blog on the new website, dakota.com. And then once you submit your new site to Google Search Console and submit sitemaps, Google Search Console will pick up on the fact that you have all these redirects implemented. You should not lose your SEO value for this. My friends, this is a huge, huge tip for SEO for WordPress. Thank you for watching the WordPress show. For more free WordPress tips, go to thewordpressshow.com. And if you want to work with me at Data Driven Design on a project, please email me at paul@datadriven.design. Thanks and have a great day.